12 reasons to not like the preacher's sermons. Welcome to a Pew Moments with Perry. Here are 12 reasons. Emotional preaching, where the preacher gets mad at the audience. 2, personal preaching, where the preacher tells stories about himself, including his health and spiritual journey. 3, confrontational preaching, where the preacher names names. 4, intellectual preaching, where the preacher makes you think because his arguments are deep and educated. In fact, you might have to study after the sermon in order to understand. 5, illustrative preaching, where the preacher uses stories and analogies or allegories, maybe even ones that you would never use. 6, spiritual preaching, where the preacher talks a lot about the Holy Spirit. 7, penetrating and practical preaching, where the preacher tries to get to the root of why you are sinning. 8, accountable preaching, where the preacher tells us to care for one another. 9, controversial preaching, where the preacher attacks the problems the church is facing itself. 10, theological instead of topical preaching, where the preacher talks about things higher than life's daily issues. 11, Old Testament preaching, where the preacher uses the Old Testament as if it is in some ways still applicable to us today. 12, expository preaching, where in order to understand what the text means, he shows how meaning comes from the context. 12 reasons to not like the preacher's sermons. 12 common complaints about preacher sermons. And all 12 can be found in the short letter of Galatians. If you don't like this kind of preaching, you won't like Galatians. This has been a Pew Moments with Perry. Thank you for staying with me. If you like this, please like and subscribe, and you have a blessed day. Bye.